Hey Mike,
What?
you've been tagged.
What do you mean?
You've been tagged by Chronik Spartan to take on Jake from the Retro Perspectives Challenge.
So I've been tagged by Chronik Spartan to take on Jake from the Retro Perspective Challenge of 5 of the most replayable games in my collection. This is gonna be easy. Single games that have the most replayability? This is the Retro Gamer Boy show here. We don't do half measures. My first game is actually a game series, and that's arcade beat-em-ups. Arcade beat-em-ups for me are some of the most replayable games I have in my entire collection. And one series in particular I keep on going back to and have gone back to for decades. And that's the Streets of Rage collection. Arcade games, by their very nature, are designed to be replayable, short bursts of fun. And when Streets of Rage came to the Mega Drive, I had found my perfect replayable game. Streets of Rage has been a game that I have played for decades, whether it's 1, 2, sometimes 3, and now Streets of Rage 4. These games have been specifically designed to make you come back. Short bursts of fun that keep your attention for half an hour or an hour there. And these short bursts of arcade gaming fun have meant that the Streets of Rage series has always had a slot in my gaming calendar. Next up, we have another gaming series, and it's a modern gaming series. What? That's right, this gaming series is on a modern console, and it's the Uncharted series.
They're everywhere! Keep going!
The Uncharted series is a game that I keep on going back to. Whether it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, I've played these games hundreds of times, all the way through. I love the story in it, I love the mechanics, and it really is, again, more like an arcade shoot 'em up. But it is so enthralling to play these games. Try it. If you've got Uncharted 1, why not go back to it and play it, and you'll just see how great and fun this game was. Okay, I'll do a single game. The game that I have gone back to the most over the years is definitely Zelda: A Link to the Past. This game is absolutely stunning, and pretty much every platform that it comes out on, I've ended up buying the game, which is ridiculous because I already own it. The storyline in it is awesome, the characters are great, and if you know anything about me or this channel, you'll know how much of a Zelda fanboy I am, and this is one of my most replayed Zelda games in my entire Zelda collection. Next up, we have another series in my most replayable games. And this series has had thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours put into it. And that's Little Big Planet on the PlayStation. Yup, I cannot get enough of Little Big Planet on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. And the thing I like most about it is the creator tools. Now, if you don't know, I am a video games developer, and I've worked for companies like Sony and Xbox. I love making games, I love playing games. And so when Sony made a game that you could play and make games as well with, I was in heaven. You only have to talk to my wife. As soon as a Little Big Planet game disc goes into the machine, that's it, she's a gaming widow. I will play this game non-stop for hours. Just lately I put in Little Big Planet 3 just to check out my old levels and ended up playing 6 hours in it. I am addicted to this game and I try my best to wean myself off it, but it is such a stunning game. The ability to create your own games in a game is amazing. And finally, the game that is getting the most replay time at the moment is Xeno Crisis. Now, Xeno Crisis is a modern game for the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis, and it is just stunning. It's a twin-stick shooter-ish for the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis, and it is absolutely amazing. This is definitely, possibly, my game of 2020. Once I finish Streets of Rage 4, that might bump it off the top. But it is a stunning game. And if you don't own a Mega Drive or Genesis or can't afford to buy this on that original hardware, then definitely look for it on the Nintendo Switch, or you can get it on Steam, or you can get it on Dreamcast, or you can get it on the Neo Geo. There's just a ton of places you can get it, and it's definitely worth picking up and playing. Some of the most fun I have had with a twin-stick shooter in years. It was great fun to look back at some of my most replayed games in my entire collection. Thank you, Chronik Spartan, for the tag, and to Jake from the Retro Perspective for setting up this challenge. And now it falls to me to tag someone else for them to tell us about their most replayable games. And I'm going to choose my bearded brother from the Retro Refresh crew, Chris from Telesplash Gaming.
He shaved off his beard.
What?